Don't fall for the hype. Nintendo just announced the Switch 2, and everyone's acting like it's the second coming of gaming. Bigger screen, new Joy-Cons, shiny trailers. It's all designed to make you feel like this is a must-buy. But here's the truth. This console isn't what you think it is. Behind the flashy marketing and nostalgia bait lies a product that's overpriced, underwhelming, and maybe even a step backward in some ways. Before you spend nearly $500 on what's supposed to be the future of portable gaming, you need to hear the full story. Let's talk about why the Switch 2 might just be Nintendo's most disappointing move yet. When Nintendo teased the Switch 2, it felt like magic. Rumors hinted at 4K support. Leakers whispered about DLSS, ray tracing, and a truly next-gen handheld experience. The gaming world was ready. After all, the original Switch came out in 2017. It was due for a serious upgrade. Then the specs dropped. A 7.9-inch 1080p LCD screen, not OLED, not 4K. A custom NVIDIA Tegra T239 chip, better than before, but nowhere near modern consoles. New magnetic Joy-Cons. Cool idea, but no Hall effect sensors, meaning drift might still haunt us. And the price? $400? That's before tax, before accessories, and before games. Yes, there's a limited edition Mario Kart bundle for $499.99, but it's still built on the same tech that's already raising eyebrows. The Switch 2 is also larger and bulkier, making it less portable than its predecessor, ironic for a handheld. So what did we really get? Not the Switch Pro we hoped for. Not the powerhouse handheld we were promised in whispers. Just a slightly upgraded system with modern paint and a premium price tag. Nintendo promised innovation. What they delivered feels like a safe bet wrapped in hype. Let's be honest, hardware is only half the story. A console lives or dies by its games. Nintendo knows this, and they tried to impress. At launch, they're promising Mario Kart World, a new Donkey Kong Bonanza, and backward compatibility with your Switch library. Sounds solid on paper, right? But here's the catch. Mario Kart World looks like a shiny remix, not a bold leap forward. It reuses tracks, art assets, and gameplay elements we've seen for years. It's more of an upgrade than a revolution, and for a full-price title on a brand new console, that's disappointing. Donkey Kong Bonanza? Sure, it's new, but early previews show a safe, side-scrolling platformer that doesn't push any boundaries. It's the kind of game that plays it safe instead of pushing the envelope. Nintendo nostalgia with a new coat of paint. And the rest? Still vague. No Zelda, no Metroid, no heavy-hitting third-party launch partners. And while it's great that Switch 2 supports your old digital library, don't expect free upgrades. Many older titles might need paid patches or repurchases to access enhanced versions. Add to that Nintendo's usual track record of slow release calendars and limited third-party support, and you start to wonder, where's the content that makes this price worth it? For a next-gen system to justify next-gen prices, it needs next-gen games. Right now, the Switch 2 feels like it's launching with one foot stuck in the past. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. Why is the Switch 2 so expensive? $449.99 for the base console. $499.99 for the Mario Kart bundle. That's dangerously close to PS5 and Xbox Series X territory, consoles that deliver far more power, features, and long-term support. So where's that money going? Not into premium materials. The screen is LCD, not OLED. The build? Still mostly plastic. No major leap in battery life, no significant boost in resolution when docked. And remember, no included Pro controller, no docked performance bump, no game included in the base version. So again, why? According to analysts, part of the reason is supply chain costs and ongoing global tariffs. Nintendo's already hinted that if tariffs between China and the West tighten further, the Switch 2 could actually become more expensive over time. That's not a future-proof investment. That's a risk. And let's not ignore another possibility. Nintendo knows fans will pay anyway. They've built a brand that runs on loyalty, nostalgia, and limited availability. They're counting on that loyalty to override logic. But loyalty doesn't change facts. And the fact is, this pricing doesn't line up with the tech you're getting. It feels less like a next-gen upgrade and more like Nintendo cashing in on its most dedicated fans. Let's cut through everything and get real. The Switch 2 isn't a terrible console, it's an upgrade. A safer, slightly shinier, slightly faster version of what we already had. If you've never owned a Switch before, it might even seem exciting. But if you already have a Switch, or if you're expecting a real next-gen handheld, this might not be it. You're paying a premium price for features that don't feel premium. An LCD screen in 2025. No major leap in performance. Joy-Cons that might still drift. And a game lineup that leans heavily on nostalgia, not innovation. Add in uncertain third-party support, weak launch exclusives, and the looming threat of price hikes due to tariffs, and suddenly, that $450 console doesn't look like such a great deal. So, should you buy it? Not now. Not at launch. Wait. See how the hardware holds up. See if better bundles arrive. See if Nintendo actually delivers the ambitious games this console deserves. Because right now, you're mostly paying for hype, and that's a terrible reason to open your wallet.